Hello. Okay, so I'm not used to doing this, but my name is Nathan Black, and I am 7 days post op for the bariatric sleeve. I decided to have it done a few months ago, going through the process and everything. It's a lot of learning to do. But today I'm doing really well. I have my protein shakes, working on my second one. I'm on the full liquid diet at this time. Walked 2 miles today. Trying to stay hydrated, get my hydration in. It is really hard to get your hydration in because you physically cannot hold that much at a time. So you constantly have to sip. And then then you get full, and then you have to sip some more, and then you have to get full. It's a lot. I would not regret it at all. Even though I'm not eating solid food at the moment, I feel so much better. I feel so much better in my body. I just kind of tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 27. I live in Woodville, Alabama. I am married to my beautiful wife, Hannah. She has been a big supporter in me doing this. Has been nursing me back to health after surgery. I had started when I decided to go to the doctor and make an appointment with Huntsville Weight Loss Center. I was 412 pounds. A lot of people that I tell that to, they're like, no way, you did not look 412. Well, I hit it. I wore clothes, I wore cover-ups, I wore, bigger, I wore my clothes the correct size, because I was ashamed of how big I was. And really, I tell a lot of people, especially guys, that, when I was a teenager, I've always been chunky, but when I was a teenager, I was slimmer. And you get to this point where you start gaining weight and you're like, okay, I'll size up, that'll be okay. Yeah, I'll size up. Then you size up again, and then again, and then again. So at the current time, I wear a size 52 pants and a 4 to 5X shirt. And when you get to that point when you can't even hardly start finding your pants size at like Belk or Dillard's, especially out for church or anything like that, dressy events, you're like, I've got to do something, because then at this point you're just ordering from kingsize.com, which I'm thankful for kingsize.com, because I was able to get a lot of clothes, when I was, before I decided to make this life change. And you are just, you don't really realize how bad you feel. I had gotten to the point, and I'm ashamed of it, I had gotten to the point where I struggled just to make it through 8 hours of work. I mean, that's sad to say. My coworkers can vouch for me. I mean, I struggled to make it through 8 hours of work. A lot of times by the end of my 8 hours of work, I could barely make it to the locker room to change my shoes. And then when I come home, a lot of times I would be so exhausted, I would just pass out in the recliner, didn't feel like doing anything. And it was awful. I mean, I slept all the time. I didn't feel like going anywhere or doing anything. My dad is a preacher, and he, has ran, many of summer, revival type things this year. And I would have to take a day of rest in between going to support him, because I was so wore out. My legs were swelling. I had plantar fasciitis. Still have a little few problems with it, even though, I'm still in the process, or very early on, in my journey. But I mean, my legs would swell to the point it was almost took up like the whole pants leg. Like my one pants leg would be loose and the other would be tight. They would swell that bad. Um, and I couldn't get on my knees anymore. If I did get on my knees, I had to have help up. It was just not a good spot. So I started, you know, on my journey, went to the original doctor. I used Dr. Boyette in Huntsville, Alabama, and he is very highly recommended. I knew I would have to give up Cokes. So as soon as I made my mind up, I gave up Cokes. I can tell you, I don't crave Cokes. I used to be dependent on them. But I don't crave Cokes at all. Or any carbonation, really. I mean, I've had less acid reflux since giving up Cokes than I have had in years. I mean, it's amazing. And I started limiting myself, started, trying to stop when I got full, all these things, And so then I did my pre-op diet. That was a struggle when you have a stomach the size of a small watermelon or probably larger. That was a struggle, but I can say that I tried to make it through the best I could. And then after surgery, the first couple of days is really hard. But now, I mean, I'm getting to the point where I can drink what I'm supposed to drink. Trying to get it in and remind myself that, hey, you need to drink this much because you cannot just chug a bottle of water like you used to, is a lot harder. I'm happy to say that since my weight loss journey started, as of today, I am officially 36 pounds lost, and I'm on day 7. Now, some of that weight I did lose before the surgery, just doing the pre-op diet and stuff like that. But 36 pounds in like less than a month is amazing to me. It's more weight than I've ever been able to lose. I feel so much better. And in fact, while I was on my pre-op diet, I did slip. I made a mistake and I ate something a little like greasy. And I was just like, it don't even taste the same. That satisfaction you used to get from biting into something greasy or deep fried, it was just like, ugh. It was awful. So it's just changed my life. A lot of people, I've had people say this and that, but really until you experience it and you make up your mind, you don't know what it can do for you. And the best is yet to come for me because I'm only 7 days after surgery. And so, I'll guess we'll make some more of these videos. I'm terrible at this, so please apologize it's just, yeah, I'm not good. But anyway, we'll learn as we go. And, I hope to report back, to you guys. And if any of you are struggling with being overweight, check into getting that done. It has been a life change for me. And I wouldn't have done it if wouldn't have had some good friends to encourage me to get healthy and show concern that I needed to make a change, or I was, going to be in a hover round before I was 40, if not dead. So I'm really proud of that. And most of all, my wife has been an amazing support to me and trying to keep me on track and make sure that I get what I need. My mother has been a great support to me. And I just appreciate all of it. And we'll report back to you guys.